Now it's time for Betty Davis and two imposters to challenge our panel. Now let me show you the setup. Wow. In front of me you see an opaque curtain. It runs right straight down the middle of our stage here. It prevents our panel from seeing the other side where Miss Davis and her two imposters are seated. Now, panel, there's one other thing that you ought to know. The two imposters are not only imposters, but also talented mimics. They will attempt to sound as much as possible like Betty Davis. It'll be your job to determine whether number 1, number 2, or number 3 is the real Betty Davis. And we start the questioning with Kitty Carlisle.
Oh, thank you, Bud. That's fine. You look like a tennis...
I feel like one.
Number 1, you played when you were very young with a famous English actor. Can you give me his name?
Leslie Howard.
What was all right.
I just like it.
Number 2, you used to have wonderful clam bakes in Hollywood, and you invited my husband and me to a clam bake. Where did you get the lobsters from?
From Maine.
Thank you. Number 3, who wrote The Night of the Iguana?
I'm sorry.
Tennessee Williams.
All right. Tom Poster.
Oh, that's so funny. How do you know? All right, number 3, if Tennessee Williams wrote Night of the Iguana, who was your leading man?
Patrick O'Neill.
Gosh, listen to those voices.
Wow.
Number 2, who played with you in 3 on a Match?
That was too long ago for me to remember.
Oh, I just happened to see it the other night on television. Number 1, what is that thing about the letter? When people do impressions of you, what is that letter that they are always talking about?
They're always naming a man named Peter. And he was never in the letter.
Number 1. Yes.
Peggy Cass.
Number 3, you have a son who's very handsome and whom I like very much. What is his name?
Michael.
Thank you. And number 1, where does he go to school? Number 2...
Would you repeat the question, please?
Yes, where does he go to school?
It's none of your business.
Yes, go ahead.
Number 2, where in Boston are you from?
Lowell, Massachusetts.
Who'd you
Horse and Bean.
Who'd you ask to? Number. Mercy, I'm so nervous. Number 3, in what picture did you say, what a dump? You came into a room and you say, what a dump.
Beyond the forest.
Number 2, do you know who George Kirby is? Number 2?
I haven't the vaguest notion.
Oh, I figured he's a mimic. I figured if you were a mimic. Number 1, mercy.
That's all the time we have. Mark your ballots, panel. Mark them at once without change, without any consultation whatsoever. Vote now. And vote for number 1, number 2, or number 3. Ballots all marked?
Oh, it's impossible.
Mark it, Kitty.
Oh.
That's the girl. Mark it. All right. They are all marked now. So, Tom, for whom did you vote?
I voted for number 3. It's very difficult to keep numbers and voices and answers straight, but I think, if I recall, number 3 had the best answers for me, Patrick O'Neill and Tennessee Williams, and I voted for her.
Peggy Cass.
Gee, she's the only one that really sounded like Betty Davis to me. Number 3, and she does have a son named Michael. Fine boy.
Orson.
Number 1 sounded much more like Betty Davis than Betty Davis does even. So I figured maybe it was Betty Davis trying to sound like somebody imitating Betty Davis, and I voted for her.
Yeah.
Sure you did.
And Kitty Carlisle.
Well, I can't remember terribly well either, the voices, and I think all 3 of them were remarkable. But if number 3 said that the clams for the lobsters for the clam bake came from Maine, that was Betty Davis, because they did.
All right, there we have it.
All lobsters come from Maine.
Oh!
So the votes are all in and the minds are made up. Now, let's see which of these 3 ladies in truth is Betty Davis. So as I drop this curtain, will the real Betty Davis please stand up? Oh, dear.
She said clams from Maine. I didn't. Number 2 said.
Well, it was a great joy. Of course, I don't have to explain to our panel, but maybe to you watching, although you probably know, too, that our two wonderful imposters are Miss Kay Ballard and Miss Patricia Bright. Go on.
My favorite answer to Michael's school was none of your business. I think that's the only thing we didn't review. It is the Loomis School in Windsor,
Oh,
Connecticut.
let's not tell.
Yes, but pull the curtain up and do it again.
May I say something? How
Please.
can anyone in the world really not recognize Betty Davis's voice? Orson, I'm
They were
shocked.
marvelous. You were all three absolutely remarkable. It's true.
But my
Kay,
dear.
you would have known what a dump, wouldn't you?
I would have said it was from Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
I have some advice for both of them not to get in this habit. It's going to wreck their lives.
Oh, no, it won't.
That's my Peter Lorre impression.
Absolutely marvelous.
Even 10% of that kind of wreckage we'll all buy. Believe me. What a joy to have three such talent on our show tonight, and you've graced us more than we can say. And we're terribly grateful. Of course, there was only one incorrect vote. That's worth $250, and you did it.
We just wanted one.
Well, you got it. You got it. And we had one, too. We had one of those nights that we'll never forget. We thank you all for that.
Thank
Good
you.
night, and God bless you.